Carnivals and fairs are one of the most memorable events ever when you are a kid. We had our county fairgrounds right behind my house as a kid, and every year I could hear the rides going, and people having the time of their lives. I remember trying to sneak through the fence that separated the wooded area of my backyard in the fairgrounds. I got in trouble more than a few times for sneaking out of the house and spending hours at the fair. These places are always full of life when the activities are going on. What they turn into when they become abandoned though, it's quite a haunting sight. A photographer by the name of Seth Lawless decided to sneak into the abandoned Bushkill Park. That fact makes the park closing even more sad. The person in the bottom of the slide about made me jump out of my chair. Something with this much history should be preserved. It's a wonder why all these things were just left behind. This place just has a feeling of neglect and decay about it. I would feel uneasy walking through here. I can't say I'm sorry these are closed. They weren't games of skill, they were games of how much money they can rip you off for. Carnival food is some of the best in the world. It's amazing that all this stuff has just been sitting here for years now. Okay, this looks like something out of a Saw movie. All this stuff seems innocent and harmless when there are people in the park with you. When you are all alone though, it almost seems as if the drawings and paintings have a malicious intent. This seems like the exact type of place you would see in a zombie apocalypse movie. The name also doesn't do a lot to calm your fears about being hunted by a serial killer or a ghost inside. This was always my favorite place in any carnival. Parents spend so much money on useless stuff at this place. You can't beat the memories though. It's a wonder when or if someone will ever buy and restore this place. I would really like to walk through this place, just not alone. There is something about being the only person in a place like this that makes the journey extremely rewarding. If you have the guts. If anything else, some of the items from this park should be preserved in a town museum. You have to wonder where this goes. Would you walk down there? I love stories about urban exploration like this. Many people forget about these places, but there is a certain beauty as what happens to these places after humans leave. Nature picks up right where it left off and will slowly reclaim this entire park. Watching the process happen right before your eyes would be incredibly interesting and rewarding.